Susan Jones is the Regional Manager at the North Carolina Biotechnology Center, representing the Greater Charlotte area. She is a longtime resident of Cabarrus County and has engaged with the North Carolina Research Campus in Kannapolis since its 2008 opening. Prior to joining the center, Susan worked as an architectural project manager, construction permit expediter, and retail store planner. She executed a career transition through continuing education at Rowan-Cabarrus Community College after utilizing their R3 Center services, designed to help navigate to better jobs. Susan earned a Bachelor of Science degree in Mechanical Engineering with concentration in Motorsports Engineering from the University of North Carolina at Charlotte, and an Associate of Applied Science in Biotechnology at Rowan-Cabarrus Community College. She also completed the Basic Economic Development course at the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill School of Government. Susan enjoys traveling, exploring national parks, and active involvement in local, regional, and international fly fishing organizations. Welcome, Susan. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you, Danielle. We're happy to be here, and we're really excited to partner with the Cabarrus Center on this endeavor.
The feelings are mutual here. So you're very familiar with this area.
Yes.
So can you tell me a little bit more about the NC Biotech Center and what that looks like in Kannapolis right now?
Okay, so we were founded over 35 years ago now, and we're headquartered in Durham at the Research Triangle Park. However, we decided it is the North Carolina Biotechnology Center, not just the RTP Biotechnology Center. And so regional offices were established. I represent the Greater Charlotte office. We have a 11 county footprint, and that does encompass Cabarrus County. And so we have been working on and off at different points in the process of the development of this campus since prior to 2008. And we've worked closely with the researchers in the different labs here. We've awarded several grants through our internal grant and loan programs. And our mission at the center is to accelerate life sciences, technology-based economic development. And we do that through innovation, commercialization, education, and business growth.
Wow. Well, so you've seen a lot of the change in this area, the development in Kannapolis, Cabarrus County in general. So I'm sure that you've been involved in hearing about how all of these different areas are growing. How do you see the Cabarrus Center impacting the community at large and specifically the Concord area?
I see it as more than just a place to park. This is going to go beyond just a physical lab space, which, by the way, we do need more spec space and more physical lab space in the region. I know we're not going to have any wet lab space at this particular location, but the value add are in the programming that you offer, whether it's through the mentorship, coaching, networking events. That is one thing that computers have not been able to do better than us yet, and that is networking and actually getting out there and talking to people. So thankful to see this virtual event come online today. We've been able to work throughout this, and working with our partners, you know, we're starting to advance into from the response to this pandemic into the economic recovery phase, and it's great to be here today.
That is so great to hear. I know that we all have been tested by this virtual world, and
Yes.
being able to find ways to still collaborate, still bring that community together is extremely important. So to see you, this what feels like post-COVID pickup for you is fantastic. So you personally made a career transition, and a lot of people may be going through that right now or thinking about going through it. Could you share a piece of advice with the group today that you might give someone thinking about or going through that right now?
Absolutely. Don't lose hope. Number one, don't lose hope. There are people in your network and beyond your network that want to help you succeed. Rowan-Cabarrus Community College was a huge part of my transition. I was coming out of a terrible economic scenario, just the economy in general. We were losing jobs. We had just that major dip there, and it was kind of daunting to even think of changing a career. My position would have been eliminated several months after I left to go ahead and further my education, and I started right here in downtown Kannapolis at the Rowan-Cabarrus R3 Center, and that helped identify, use your resources. We have a wealth of knowledge here in this area, and they're at no cost to most people that are residents of the county, so use that network.
And I think that's what we're trying to do, is bring this network together so that way people can still find their own partners and resources on their own, but we can provide that with the Cabarrus Center and all of these program partners that are here today to be able to be that support and use then who we know to be able to continue that networking in and outside of Cabarrus County. So thank you for sharing
Absolutely.
that. Is there anything else that you really would like to share that we haven't heard yet about the Biotech Center or about the center in general?
Well, the best thing to do is to reach out to us. We've got two representatives in the Greater Charlotte region, and we're all working virtually. So we are here to help you. It works best if you just, if you're in the life sciences field, even if you're not in biotechnology, there's a pretty good chance that we know somebody that we can connect you with to keep your needs going, to keep your dreams going. So we have such a vast platform of services. Just email us, we'll get back with you, set up a phone call, we'll find out what your gaps, what your needs, what's holding you up from moving your project forward, and we can connect you to the right folks.
Well, thank you for mentioning that, because for me, biotechnology feels a little bit over my head, so I'm sure some folks listening now might be a little bit fearful of that as well. So it's great to know that you're there to support anyone who just maybe doesn't know where to turn to. So thank you for sharing that. Susan will be at the table today in the networking portion, so you can be sure to ask her some more questions there. So thank you so much, Susan. We really appreciate you being here today, and we're looking forward to working with you.
Absolutely.